All right, so we're live now. Start of the game here. Meekins has the puck down low. Puck comes out. Looks like Lalonde has it. Puck goes back though to Fogarty. Fogarty over to Douglas. Douglas to Meekins. Douglas dumps it in. Puck picked up there by number 11. That's Quackenbush. Puck is cleared right to Day. Day misplays it. Over to Pendre now. Pendre walks in. Pendre wires a shot. Save. Rebound. Scores! Nash Riddell. 1-0 Rockets. That was Brassard, kicked the puck out. Great start. Second shot of the game, we got a goal. I had to start. So 1-0 Rockets. Puck's down deep. Puck comes out. Day bumps his player. Puck dumped in by Quackenbush. Pendre. He's pressured there by Liam Cormier, but that is offside, so face-off will go out to the neutral zone. So 1-0 Rockets. If you just missed the goal, rewind it and you'll see it. There's a beautiful rebound by Riddell. Rockets win the draw. Smith over to Terrian. Terrian goes up. Gets the puck to Scott. Scott dumps it in. So we had to restart. We're having some freezing issues. This should be rectified now. Terrian looks out front. Mooring with a shot. Just missed. Smith tried to keep it in. She can't. She has to regroup to the neutral zone. Smith tries to bank it. Ends up on the stick of Kingsborough. Kingsborough gets it low. Terrian. Puck goes into the corner. Scott to Mooring. Mooring, deep backhand and shot it wide. Great opportunity there for Mooring, just missed. Puck is deflected. Mooring gloves it and plays it. Bank pass, doesn't hit anybody, goes right to Earl. Earl turns it over to Mooring. Mooring just flicks it down right past Monroe. And that's icing here. So 17:38 to go here, first period. So face-off back in the Rocket zone. Fogarty has it behind his net. Puck goes up half boards, intercepted there by Bentham. Puck down low, Lalonde regroups. Hoodless turns it over. Goes right to Williams. Williams tried to get it up front, couldn't. Dowie jumps down, gets to Williams. Dowie's there, whacks at it, but Rockets get the puck. Hughes ships it off the boards. Goes right to Sayers, playing D. Too many players. So it looks like the Rockets are getting a penalty here for too many players. So we're going back to a Fogues audio penalty kill. First one of the day. Hopefully it's a successful one. So if you got an event coming up, you need some audio equipment, sound equipment, or lighting, or staging. So face-off's going to be to the right of McCoggan. Puck back to the line. That's kept in there by Pap. Pap goes low. Quackenbush. Back to the line. That's Demand. Down low to Quackenbush. Quackenbush turns it over. Fogarty gets it, and down the ice it goes. So Brassard leaves it. Quackenbush has it. Gets it right up to Cormier. Cormier goes wide. Cormier to the corner. Carberly watches him. Puck goes to the front. Hang couldn't get there. Puck cleared by Therrien, and down the ice it goes. Konings chips it up to Hoodless. Hoodless, partial break here. Hoodless takes a shot, saved. Puck comes out. Turned over by Kingsborough. Fired down by Nugent. Merrick has it. He goes wide. Merrick behind the net. Circles. Looks to the front. Merrick takes a shot. Blocked by Hoodless. Hartney, or Earl, I should say, keeps it in. And Newman down low to Flynn. Flynn back to Earl. Earl walks the line to the front. Takes a shot. A floater hits the post. Puck to the corner. Kingsborough. Back to Earl. Earl over to Kingsborough. Koning's on him. Newman now to Kingsborough again. Kingsborough back to the point. Merrick lines up, takes a shot, saved by McCoggan. Puck to the corner. Kingsborough back to Merrick. Merrick takes a shot, finds its way to McCoggan. He pushes it to the corner. Smith battling two Warriors. Picked up there by Flynn. Flynn behind the net. Merrick. Merrick walks in. Merrick tried to go back door to Newman, couldn't get it to him. Puck pushed to the line. Earl keeps it in. Puck goes deep. Konings around, kept in. Flynn takes a shot. Blocked. Flynn again. Down low to Newman. Newman out front, goes right to Smith. Smith to Nugent. Nugent to the line. Touched by Kingsborough, and they're going to the penalty box for boarding. So that means we're going to a BC Sportswear power play. If you need some corporate teamwear hats, hoodies, tubes, see the stickers too. Kyle Douglas. So a 2-minute penalty here. Face-off won by the Rockets. Puck to the line. Fogarty has it. Fogarty takes a look, assesses the situation, leaves it for Lalonde. Lalonde down to Day. Day back to Lalonde. Lalonde to Day, back to Lalonde. And Simister is going to the box for cross-checking. Can't even have a battle out front anymore, so interference called Simister. So that ends the BC Sportswear power play. A brief one, 20 seconds. So we go back to the Rocket zone here. Face-off will be to the right of McCoggan. West Kelowna wins a draw. It goes cleanly all the way back to their own zone. So puck down low. Riddell pressures. Goes to the corner, goes to Monroe. Monroe has it donked away by Riddell, back to the line. Fogarty takes a shot, saved by Brassard. And they'll have a face-off back in the West Kelowna zone. Will be to the right of Brassard. Puck goes to the half boards. Picked up there by Demand. He rims it around. Down low. McAllister. Back to Coverley. Coverley takes a shot. Deflected by the West Kelowna player right to Meekins. He's hooked up. Puck comes back to line. Coverley keeps it in again. Takes a hit, goes back to Pendray. Pendray takes a shot, saved by Broussard. Rebound goes to the corner. Picked up by Sayers. Sayers goes for a skate. Sayers is offside. Puck goes out. Picked up there by Demand. Demand. Pressure, Demand walks in, takes a shot, deflected wide. Pendray fires it down the ice. That's going to be icing. Still 4-on-4. So icing, face-off will be back in the Rockets zone. Rockets go for a change. They needed a change. So 12:44 remaining in the period. Shots 5-3 Kelowna. Mooring wins the draw, goes back to Fogarty. Fogarty behind his net. Pressured by two Warriors. Puck goes to Douglas. Douglas goes cross ice looking for Mooring. He misses the pass. Earl gets it. He gives it to Fogarty. Fogarty back to Lalonde. Lalonde over to Fogarty. Fogarty looking for Mooring. Mooring just missed it. But that's icing as the player wasn't out of the box. So face-offs back into the Rocket zone. So face-off to the left of McCoggan. Mooring throws it to the line. Puck kept into the line. Earl goes down low. It's a brief Folks Audio penalty kill. Quackenbush tries to come out. Puck's knocked off his stick. Douglas pokes it out. Down the ice it goes. Simister's now on the ice. So the penalty's now over. Mooring fires it in. Scott joins the play. Scott in the corner. Battles for it. Picked up by Quackenbush. Quackenbush is dumped by Scott. And back to the penalty box we go for another Folks Audio penalty kill. Refs are definitely ruining the flow of this game. So face-off back in the Rocket zone. So if you got an event coming up again, this is great promo for Folks Audio here. You need some lighting, sound equipment, stage equipment. If you're going to call Dan Fogarty Folks Audio, you need a band. He's got connections too. Folks Audio, your one-stop shop for any event. Puck on the half boards. Pendray gets it, wires it down the ice. Broussard plays it. Leaves it right for Dowie. And Dowie shoots it down the ice, and that's icing. So face-off will go back into the Warrior zone. Because you're in studio. So Coverley goes into the draws. The Rockets are waved out. Puck goes far side. Big hit by Nugent. Back to the 15, number Dowie takes a shot. Saved by McCoggan. Newman has the puck. Newman takes a look. Puck deflected off of the pass by Hoodless. Nugent tries to clear it. He can't. Puck goes low. Pendray in the corner. Battles Flynn. Newman jumps in there. Newman has it. Newman behind the nets. Back to the line. To Dowie. Wires a shot and right into the glove of McCoggan. Easy save. There's a look at the Rockets bench. Back to the line, Dowie. Goes to his D partner, Monroe. Monroe takes a shot, finds his way to McCoggan. He kicks it to the corner, behind the net. Fogarty skates onto it, and he wires it to the line, kept in. Shot out front, Fogarty regroups behind his net. Stops. Off the board to Therrien. That's Lucas Therrien, son of two-time Rink Coach of the Year, Terry Therrien. In case anybody is wondering. Lalonde gets it to the line, kept in by Dowie. Dowie fires it wide. Sayers, bumped by Fogarty. Puck goes back by net to the corner. Bentham. Down low, back to Bentham. Bentham takes a shot. Saved by McCoggan, he covers up. So 21 seconds left in the penalty to Scott. Face off to the right of McCoggan. Bentham to the front looking for Sayers. Sayers couldn't handle it. Puck to the corner, Sayers. Pressure by Lalonde. Puck behind the net, Quackenbush. Goes up front, Day is there and he fires it down the ice. So Broussard plays the puck behind his net. 4 seconds left the penalty to Scott. Day pressured, Day steals, Day walks in, takes a shot. Rebound, and he covers up. So 9:32 to go, 1-0 for Kelowna. So face off to the right of Broussard. Koning takes shot, rebound, Simister couldn't get full wood on it. Easy save by Broussard. Puck's in there loose. Goes right through to Quackenbush. Quackenbush pressured by Day, turns it over to Pap. Pap goes for a skate. He dumps it in. Behind the net, Smith. She gets pressured. Puck goes up to Simister. Simister looking for Day, gets it to Day. Day carries it across center, crosses the blue line. Day to Simister. Simister cuts in, backhand, saved by Broussard. Nice opportunity there. So 8:57 to go, face off deep inside the Warriors zone. Puck to the half boards. Back to the line, Cubberley takes a shot, saved by Broussard. So we'll do that all over again. Once again, feel free to drop a comment in the comment section. You too could be featured on the stream. Meekins back to Cubberley. Cubberley down to Meekins. Meekins rims it around. Puck thrown out front, intercepted by Merrick. Merrick gets bumped. Merrick takes a shot high and wide. Puck to the blue line, kept in there by Kingsborough. Cubberley and Meekins and McAllister. But Earl keeps it in for a second, and it's still in. Battle right in front of us. Picked up by McAllister. McAllister carries it in. McAllister gets hit, so that's going to be a penalty. So now we're going to BC Sportswear power play. It's a special teams battle today. So if you got need some corporate wear, team wear, hats, hoodies, toques, you know, stickers, too, Kyle Douglas, BC Sportswear. Makes really good hats. So we also have our power play promotion. We had our first goal scorer promotion. We'll have the next goal scorer promotion, because I totally forgot it. If you can predict the next goal scorer, and you go down to Kyle Douglas and you tell him who scored it, and it's this game, he will hook you up with a free toque. So it looks like Newman's getting a hitting from behind penalty, so he's out of the game. We'll see if it's 2 or 5. Probably 2. So you got to put it in the chat. You put in the Rockets' next goal score, and if you get it right, you'll get one of those free toques. But I got to see it in the chat. He has a 2-minute hitting from behind, then he's a game misconduct. Too bad. It's good now. Puck's in the Rocket zone, picked up, cleared by Monroe. Fogarty. Dumped in, cleared there by Dowie. Lalonde goes back for it. Lalonde over to Fogarty, or to Koning. Fogarty, yeah, that's right. Over to Riddell. Puck is cleared and knocked out of play by Lalonde.
Consistent. At least we got consistency.
Puck in the neutral zone. Meekins to Coverley. Coverley. Over to Pendray. Pendray. Regroups. Loses the puck, goes back to the zone.
Andrew last night said, we're going to 5 to 6 last year. He's like, yeah, good to see.
Coverley looks for the puck. And offside, so face-off will be in the neutral zone. All right, face-off in the neutral zone. Puck goes in, Monroe. Today, Lon can't keep it in, puck comes out. Fogarty has it, 45 seconds left in the penalty. Back to the lawn to Day. Over to Fogarty. Fogarty tips into Simister. Simister back to the line to Fogarty. Fogarty takes a shot just wide of the net. Dowie gets it, clears it, and down the ice it goes. So McCoggan leaves it for Fogarty in the corner. Fogarty skates onto it, looks for Lalonde. Lalonde has to regroup. Lalonde to Day. Day just missed it. Picked up by Cormier. Day hits his check there, Quackenbush. Fogarty goes for a skate. Fogarty cross ice looking for Riddell. Riddell down low, takes a shot. Saved by Brassard. Cormier to the line. Kept in. But no, it's offside. Puck did come out. So face-off will be in the neutral zone. Smith has it. Konings to Terrian. Terrian dumps it in. Picked up there by Pap. Cormier can't get past Konings, dumps the puck in. Smith goes back for it. Merrick takes a shot, blocked by Konings. Smith clears it, goes for Mooring. Mooring, the puck was deflected, so we had to slow down. Got cleared, deflected by number 8. That's Kingsborough. And offside, so face off in the neutral zone. Lots of comments coming in here about the next goal scorer. We got picks for Simister, Braden, Blake, Davin. Somebody's trying to double up here and pick 2. You can only pick one, JDE 55. Puck get cleared. Coverly. Earl now has it. Sayers skates it up for West Kelowna. Sayers walks in, takes a shot high and wide. Comes right out to Hughes. Hughes couldn't get there. Picked up by Kingsborough. Kingsborough dumps it deep. Flynn behind the net. Throws it out front. Looking for Sayers. Missed him. Hughes runs into Dowie. Puck gets cleared by Coverly. Coverly goes for a skate. Coverly takes into the corner. He gets hit. Sayers rooms it around. Goes up the boards there. Deflected in by McAllister. Cleared by Flynn. Fogarty has it. Fogarty over to Coverly. Coverly looks for Hoodless. Hoodless to McAllister. McAllister couldn't get it going there. Fogarty dumps it in. McCoggan leaves it. Fogarty again. Hits Meekins in the back. Meekins looks for McAllister, intercepted by Merrick. Buck goes back into the Warriors zone. Merrick has it. He button hooks. Backhands it down the ice. That's no icing. Puck is dumped down the ice, and that is icing, so face-off will be back into the Rocket zone. Face-off won by the Warriors. Back to the line, Merrick looks to keep it in. Puck gets dumped in by Quackenbush. Day looks up for Simister, gets to Riddell. Riddell just fans on the pass. Day intercepts. He's hooked up and tripped down, so Rockets going back to another BC Sportswear power play. You need some corkboard, Timor, hats, hoodies, toques. Needs those stickers too. BC Sportswear, Kyle Douglas. Once again, we're once again, if you got your chance to pick the goal scorer, better get it in before the next one if you want a chance at that toque. Pendray. Over to Day. Day walks in, takes a shot, saved by Broussard. Rebounds out front. Day again. Behind the net, Day. To Riddell. Riddell over to Pendray. Pendray to Riddell. Riddell takes a shot. Glove saved by Broussard. And saved by Broussard. Face off to the right of Broussard. Fogarty along the line. Cuts in, Fogarty takes a shot, saved by Broussard, rebound. And on the goal line. It's a good save there. Simister to Lalonde. Lalonde over to Day. Day down to Lalonde, takes a shot, saved. And face-off will be to the right. Puck is cleared, but to the line, kept in by Lalonde. Lalonde over to Fogarty, leaves it for Meekins. Meekins cross ice, shot by Douglas. Puck kept in at the line. Fogarty takes a shot, scores! Max Fogarty on the power play. 2-0 Rockets. So look at the comments here. I don't see any picks for Max. Kim Fogarty didn't even pick Max. Quite surprised. Kim Fogarty always likes Tukes. So power play goal in the BC Sportswear power play. So that means you can get one of those keychains if you go down on Monday. You go see Kyle Douglas. You tell him, go U15 Tier 2 Rockets. Referees having a discussion, not sure why. Kim's a little late, Kim. You didn't get the contest. So it's a good goal. Face off to center ice. Puck is dumped in to the left of McCoggan. Konings. Up to Meekins, he just missed it. Puck picked up there by Dowie. Dowie has it knocked off his stick, but he gets it back. Puck stolen by Douglas. Douglas takes a shot, rebound, outside of the net, so close. Konings has it, walks in, takes a shot, another save by Brassard. So 2-0. So somebody let me know if the sound's working or not. I seen a comment that it wasn't working, but Kim can hear me, it seems like, so. Kim's happy, that's always a good thing. I'll let Dan know. Shot just wide. Terrian couldn't bang it in. Terrian gets dumped in the corner by Pap. Puck comes to the middle. Merrick picks it up. Merrick skates it out. Merrick, he goes wide. He only goes wide. And he still has it. He goes wide behind the net. Takes a shot, deflected to the corner. Now to the half boards. Goes in deep. Pendre takes a bump. Puck partially cleared. And now Pendre gets it, wires it down the ice. Brassard leaves it, and that's going to be icing with 8.5 seconds left. So 8 seconds left. Face off to the left of McCoggan. Puck to the line. Dowie looks to take a shot. Blocked by Lalonde. Day has it to Riddell. And he shoots it at the buzzer, and that concludes the second period. So now it's everybody's favorite time for fan of the game. So as we go through, we didn't get a chance to load the video on here, but there was some debate about the video last night anyways. But fan of the game, Conference Jeff McCoggan and BMO, Shannon Riddell, fan of the game. She loves her lint rollers, hanging out in the parking lot. Shannon, you might want to come see your fan of the game photo. Having a great time cheering for the Calgary Flames. Shannon Riddell, your fan of the game. I know Steve's loving this one. Same with Uncle Paul. We'll pull that one up at the next intermission. the out-of-town scoreboard, it's 1-1 in the Kamloops Salmon Arm game. So winner of that game plays the winner of this game. The face-off at center. Puck won by the Rockets. Fogarty has it. Fogarty cross ice pass to Lalonde. Lalonde looks for Riddell. Riddell dumps it in. Sinister goes after Pap. Pap to the corner. Dave jumps in there. Picked up there by Williams. Williams looks for Demand. Demand skates it up. Demand goes wide. Demand behind the net, throws it to the corner. Meekins skates it out. Merrick intercepts. Merrick takes it wide. Merrick goes around Fogarty. Backhand pass out front, nobody there. Back to the line. Shipped away from Pap. Riddell gets it to Meekins. Meekins skates in. Takes a shot, saved by Broussard. Goes right to Merrick. Merrick, he goes wide as usual. Puck's intercepted by Konings. Konings tried to make a move, he lost it. Smith back in her own zone. Looks to regroup. Button hooks in the corner with possession. Stretch pass from McAllister. McAllister gets hooked up by Earl. McAllister still has it, leaves it for Douglas. Douglas shot, scores! No goal. So face-off is going to be to the right. Apparently it's no goal. So no goal. Look, didn't for me. You seen it squeak through his legs. And then it went in, and then they disallow it, so. So it was no goal. Face off to the right of Broussard. So West Kelowna gets waved out. Flynn in the draw. Meekins wins it cleanly, right back to Konings. Konings fans on the shot, intercepted by Flynn. Earl has it. Earl. Bang pass off the glass, goes right to Kingsborough. Kingsborough tries to go around Smith, can't, goes to the corner. Smith hits him. Flynn behind the net. Battle behind the net. Cleared by Meekins, up to Douglas. Douglas can't get it around Earl. Earl over to Kingsborough. Kingsborough takes a shot, saved by McCoggan. So 17:59 to go here, second period. It's 2-0 Kelowna. Got a comment here. We got somebody who made the trip from Kelowna this morning. Come watch the game. Thanks for showing up, Maggie. Cormier, down low. Gets it to Quackenbush. Quackenbush down low. Cormier onto it. Cormier pressured by Scott, and that's going to be a penalty for tripping. So just like that, we're going back to a Fogues audio penalty kill. Tough break for Scott. He was falling and his stick caught the leg of the Warriors player. So you got an event coming up. Need some sound equipment, lighting, staging, or a band. Talk to Fogues Audio, your one-stop shop for all events. Dan Fogarty, Fogues Audio. Back to the line, Monroe. To Sayers, down low to Flynn, he takes a shot. Or that was actually Williams that took the shot. So we'll do it over again. 13 seconds gone in the penalty. Puck to the line. Monroe takes a shot. It goes wide of the net. Bentham back to the line to Merrick. Merrick tries to take a shot and it's deflected out of play by Hoodless. So face-off will be in the Rocket zone to the right of McCoggan. Kim Fogarty chiming in here. Let's go Rockets. Puck picked up by Hoodless. Hoodless just fires it down the ice. Broussard plays it. Puck goes over to Williams. Williams looked for Quackenbush, but it's fired down the ice. There's the Dan cam. Puck to Merrick. Merrick takes it up the boards, goes in deep, drops it to the corner, skates onto it by the net. He gets jammed up by Lalonde. Sayers loses it. Douglas can't clear though. Fogarty's going to pick it up behind the net. Fogarty does pick it up, and he wires it off the boards and down the ice. Broussard leaves it. Meekins just left it for Merrick to pick up. Merrick goes for a skate. Merrick still has it. Tries to cut to the middle this time, can't. Smith throws it to the line, kept in by Dowie. Dowie takes a shot, kicked to the corner by Konings, but right onto the stick of Bentham. Bentham back to the line to Dowie. Dowie takes a shot, saved by McCoggan. Smith is there to clear, and she does. Puck goes down the ice. Picked up by Papp. Papp goes wide. Puck's knocked off his stick by Smith. Konings rims it around to the line. Dowie keeps it in. Penalty's now over. Puck goes low. Konings gets it to the line. Dowie steps in. Now Bentham behind the net. Throws it out front, but it gets deflected back behind the net. Nugent's there. Hoodless tries to get it to Scott. Just missed him. Cormier, he gets dumped by Hoodless. Smith makes it past the Hoodless. Hoodless carries it in. Hoodless takes a shot. Score! Nice shot, far corner. 3-0 Rockets. 15-11 to go in the second period. Definitely what the Rockets needed right after a penalty kill. You love to see it. Out of town scoreboard, 2-1 Salmon Arm in the second period. Cubberly to Riddell. Riddell. Simister now. Bad call by the linesman. Everybody was out. Puck was on the line. That's not offside. If referee of the year Larry Lenarduzzi was here, he would definitely give him a talking to at the halftime, because that is not offside. So Larry, if you're watching, please use this clip and you can show all your referees. Simister bumps his player, knocks him down. Puck to the corner. Monroe clears it. Pendre intercepts at center. Skates, shot from Fogarty. Glove save by Broussard. So we'll do that face-off one more time. Scott wins the draw, but wasn't hard or clean, so Sayer skated onto it. Merrick skates it up, dumps it in. Fogarty goes back for it. Fogarty to the corner. Scott couldn't get there. Sayers got there first. Banked by Fogarty. Now he skates onto it. Fogarty over to Terrian. Terrian with Scott. Scott! Oh, deflected just wide. Sayers gets the puck over to Kingsborough. Kingsborough takes a shot. Deflected over the net by McCoggan. Puck back to the line. Merrick throws the puck down low. Lalonde bumps his player. Lalonde takes a hit from behind. Lalonde is hurt. Not good. So that's a hit from behind. He's out of the game. This is either a 2 or a 5. Might be a 5 because we have an injured player, which is well earned. That's 2 now for West Kelowna. Hey, Jay. No, because so we'll see 2 or 5. Hopefully Lalonde's okay. So face-off will be to the left to Broussard. We're on a BC Sportswear power play here. So it's 2-minute penalty. Cormier is out of the game. Back to the line, Pendrate. Over to Riddell. Riddell takes a shot. Deflects high in the air. West Kelowna looks to clear. Coverley keeps it in. He takes a bump. Day. Puck goes back to Coverley. Coverley takes a shot down low. Deflected by Riddell. Scores on the power play. 4-0 Rockets. To go. Riddell takes a bump. Smith is there. Smith back to Konings. Konings to Simister. Simister just missed it. Puck goes deep. Riddell gives chase. Picked up by Monroe. Cormier can handle it. Day to Riddell. Riddell shot. Rebound. And covered up. So once again, the hat trick promotion is still in effect here. Riddell has 2. So if Riddell happens to get a hat trick or any other player, you're going to go down to BC Sportswear on Monday, see Kyle Douglas, tell him who got the hat trick, and it was in the semifinal game, and you can get one of those limited edition 5 Rockets hats. They're nice. I agree with you, Ron. There was great puck movement on that power play. Put that on there. That's a great comment. Sayers skates it in. Smith around, looking for Hughes. Hughes can't handle it. Puck throw and save by McCoggan. Puck is cleared to Hughes. Hughes has it. Hughes 2-on-1 with Hoodless. Hughes leaves it for Hoodless. Hoodless shot. Rebound. Broussard covers up. Shorzy watching from Mesa, Arizona. Glad you're tuning in, Shorzy. So face off to the right of Broussard. Meekins back to the line. Lalonde takes a shot, it's blocked, goes back to the neutral zone. Fogarty has it. Fogarty, he has the button hook. Turns it over though. Earl, but they're offside. Fogarty looks for Douglas. Douglas! Braden Douglas takes a shot, saved by Broussard. Puck picked up by Merrick. Merrick cuts to the middle this time. Merrick, far side, goes over to Dowie. Dowie, and offside. Luke Williams is a step ahead. Yeah. Nice. The face-off in the neutral zone. Puck cleared. Terrian, 2-on-1 with Morning. Lucas Terrian takes a shot. Saved by Broussard. Rebound comes loose. He was trying to be top corner Terry. He just has to learn a little bit more. Two-time top corner Terry. Terrian looks to cross face to Mooring, but Broussard was there. Merrick hits Scott after the whistle. That's right, 16 is getting frustrated, or as like some of our friends like to say, frustrated. So Merrick goes off the ice. It's 2-2. The Warriors win the draw. Goes right back to Williams. Williams can't get it out. Mooring. Puck comes out over Pendray's stick. There's a race for it, but Pendray gets there. Pendray over to Coverley. Coverley to Scott. Scott chips it in. Pap takes a hit from Scott. Picked up by Williams. Williams loses it at the line. Mooring now has it. Mooring. Over to Terrian. Terrian to Coverley. Coverley chips it in. Puck up the boards. Scott looks to the middle. Pap has it. Pap off the boards. Terrian lays out his player. Terrian runs into Pap again. Puck goes over to Demand. Demand loses it. Day picks it up. Day to Mooring. Mooring with Terrian. Mooring takes a shot. Rebound right out front. Picked up there by Cormier. Or by Demand, actually. Hang has it for West Kelowna. She goes wide, gets destroyed by Smith. Konings rims it around. Sinister's there. Sinister tried to get it out front, intercepted by Demand, or by Cormier, sorry. Puck cleared out. Sinister has it. Sinister walks in, takes a shot, saved by Broussard. Merrick. Right, that's run into by Sinister. Smith takes a shot. Rebound covered up by Broussard. And face-off will be to the left of Broussard. So 9:58 to go. We are heading to the ice clean. So once again, folks, come back in about 10 minutes, and we will be back in action. Folks, we're back. The linesman put the nets on. Hope you guys had a good intermission. Got another coffee, made some breakfast, had some more bacon. Thanks again for tuning in this morning. I know the players really appreciate it. Love the comments. Great playing Rockets. Couldn't agree, they're playing great right now. They got 30 more minutes now to close this one out, and then they got to play their best hockey of the season later this afternoon against the winner of the Kamloops. Game is tied at 2. They're at the ice clean as well. So face off in the Warriors zone. It will be to the left of Brassard. Rockets on a power play here. They got Merrick at the end of the period. So we're back to BC Sportswear power play. You need some corpwear, teamwear, hats, hoodies, toques. He does stickers too. Kyle Douglas, BC Sportswear. Simister behind the nets. Over to Day. Day to Riddell. Riddell back to Lalonde. Lalonde switches with Fogarty. Fogarty down to Riddell. Back to Fogarty. Fogarty to Lalonde. Lalonde fires a shot. Glove saved by Brassard. Puck cleared the line. Lalonde keeps it in. Down to Simister. Simister to Day. Day looking for Riddell. Just missed. Fogarty to Riddell. Back to Fogarty. Riddell just missed his pass back to Fogarty. So puck comes out. Lalonde goes back for it. He goes cross ice to Fogarty. Fogarty to Lalonde. Lalonde to Simister. Simister picks up some speed. Simister carries it in. Pressured by Cormier. Bank pass to Riddell. Riddell gets it down low to Simister. Simister behind the net. Look back to the line to Coverley. Coverley keeps it in. Over to Riddell. Riddell to Day. Day just misplayed it. Pendray down low. Pendray has it, walks the line. Pendray over to Coverley. Coverley down to Riddell. Back to Coverley. Coverley takes a shot, saved by Brassard. Rebound sitting there. Over to Day. Day tried to scoop it, just missed. Simister back to Coverley at the line. Over to Pendray. Pendray to Day. Touched by the Warriors, and they're going back, getting a power play. Or a penalty here for slashing. Hap slashing Simister out front of the net. So back to a 5-on-3 for about 14 seconds. So face off to the right of Brassard. Puck to the half-boards. Douglas to Fogarty. Fogarty takes a shot. Saved by Brassard. Meekins. Back to the line. Lalonde. Back to Meekins. Meekins seen pass intercepted, but Fogarty's there. Pokes it forward, but it's fired down the ice by Merrick. So McCoggan plays it, leaves it for Lalonde. Fogarty couldn't handle the pass, so Lalonde regroups. He's pressured there by Williams. Coverley behind the, or Meekins behind the net. Over to Lalonde. Lalonde tried to seam pass, didn't work. Merrick intercepts, goes wide. Merrick still has it. Looks for a pass out front, blocked to the corner. Puck kept in there by Monroe. Meekins behind the net. Pressured, loses it. Williams has it down low, throws it out front. Douglas gets it to Meekins. Eakins carries it up. Eakins crosses the line, takes a shot, blocked. Another shot saved by Broussard. Merrick looks to clear, and down the ice it goes. McCoggan plays it. And they score. He played it right to Dowie. Short-handed goal by the Warriors. Miscommunication by the goalie and the defenseman. So Warriors right back in the game. 4-1 now. Rockets still have a brief 35-second power play. Face off the center, Rockets win the draw. Konings looks for Riddell. Riddell pokes it in. Riddell has it. Riddell stops, back pass to Smith. Smith at the line. Over to Konings. Konings takes a shot, deflected by Simister. Puck sitting there on the side of the net. Simister pokes it to the far corner. Picked up by Dowie. He clears it down the ice. So 12 seconds left in the penalty. McCoggan leaves it. Konings. Pressured there by Earl. Shot by Dowie. Outside of the net. Day gets it to Riddell. Riddell back to Smith. Penalty's now over. Smith to Konings. Konings stretch pass looking for Simister. And that's icing. So face-off will go down into the Rocket zone. To the left of McCoggan. 5:53 to go here. Puck to the corner. Pendray loses it in the corner. But the Rockets regroup. Carberly has it down low to the line, kept in by Merrick. Merrick puts it to the corner. Didn't make it though. Carberly jumped up and gloved it down. Puck poked down by Terrian. And that will be icing. So face-off will go back into the Warriors zone. 5:35 to go. Carberly has it behind the net. Tries to get up the boards, blocked. Carberly again to Terrian. Terrian to Mooring. Mooring or Scott pokes it out. Carberly has it. Carberly to Pendray. Pendray pressured there by Cormier. Puck to the corner. Cormier intercepts. Mooring's there now. He takes it. Looks for Scott. Scott pokes it, and it goes out into the neutral zone. Carberly to Scott. Scott just missed it, so it's going to go down the ice. No icing. Merrick picks it up. Merrick. Pass up the boards, but Pendray intercepts the pass to Sayers. Hughes now. Can't get it in deep. Puck comes to the neutral zone. Pendray dumps it down. Earl skates onto it though. Earl crosses the line. Earl takes a shot and saved by McCoggan. So face-off will be to the left of McCoggan. 4:28 to go. Nugent wins a draw to the corner. Lalonde around. Hoodless. Gets it to Hughes. Hughes breakaway. Oh, can't handle it, but still has a chance. Hughes chops it. It goes high over the net to the corner. Hoodless gets it low. Hughes to the far side. Nugent. Hoodless, now Nugent, back to Hoodless. Hoodless throws it towards the net, it goes wide. Hughes couldn't get there. Pap gets it out to Flynn. Flynn runs into Lalonde, and we got a penalty coming up here. I didn't see what happened here, so. Looks like Fogarty's injured. So it's gonna be a penalty to Pap. Definitely a head contact. I missed it. We'll see the replay here. Looks like a cross check. Bo was a little late on the camera there, so that's all right. We're back to a BC Sportswear power play. I like to call this Mortal Kombat time. So 4-minute penalty to Pap. An extended power play here for the Rockets. Definitely need to capitalize on it. Douglas on the half boards. Puck squirts past Coverly. Douglas has it. Douglas carries it in. Over to McAllister. McAllister tried to get back to Pendre. Poked forward by West Kelowna. Bentham. Puck is cleared. McAllister tried to get it to Meekins. Stolen by Merrick. Merrick cuts in. Merrick shoots, scores. Short-handed. 4-2. Like I said, it's Mortal Kombat time. This team is not giving up yet. They got some life now. Rockets only have a 2-goal lead. Got to clean up their play. Still 2-2 in the other game. So face off at center. Day, Sinister, Fogarty, Riddell. Fogarty has it to Lalonde. Lalonde to Fogarty. Fogarty. Far side to Riddell. Riddell chips or deflects it in. Merrick goes back for it. Merrick tries to make a play. Riddell's on him. Puck to the line. Lalonde over to Fogarty. Fogarty wires a shot right into the glove of Broussard. So face off to the left of Broussard, right of Broussard. Day gets it to Fogarty. Fogarty back to Lalonde. Lalonde takes a shot, saved by Broussard. Simister back to Day. Day to Lalonde, back to Day. Back to Lalonde. Shot blocked by Merrick. Fogarty steps in, puck's down low. Merrick to the corner. Riddell knocks it off the stick of Bentham, or Quackenbush. Fogarty back to Lalonde. Lalonde down to Day. Day to Lalonde, back to Day. Day tried to get out front, knocked away by Merrick. Puck in the corner, Sinister uses his body, gets the puck, down to Day. Day back to Lalonde. Lalonde to Day. Day takes a shot, Broussard makes the save, and he covers up. So 2:13 left in the penalty, 1:57 left in the period. 4-2 Kelowna. So Mooring on the draw. To the half boards. Goes back to Konings now. Konings to Smith. Smith. Over to Konings. Konings tries to go across ice, but it missed. Puck is dumped down. The speedster Sayers goes after it. He gets there first. Konings gives chase. Puck's out front. Cormier shot. Saved by McCoggan. Puck down low behind the net. Cormier. Picked up by Konings. Konings to McAllister. And puck is fired down the ice. Smith to Konings. Konings can't handle it. Back to Smith. Smith to Mooring. Mooring back to Konings. Konings fan pass intercepted by number 9. Demand, and he dumps it down deep. shot there by Demand. Monroe steps in, keeps it in. Down low, Demand, he gets bumped by Mooring. Still has it, Demand. Back to the line to Monroe. Monroe takes a shot, deflected. Puck to McAllister, 2-on-1 with Mooring. McAllister goes wide, goes to Mooring. Oh, Mooring couldn't one-time it in. Puck thrown out front, covered up by Broussard. So face off to the left of the goalie, Broussard. Rockets win the draw. Day back to Coverley. Coverley walks the line, gets it to Pendry. 10 seconds left. Pendry over to Riddell. Riddell wires a shot right into the glove of Broussard. So 2.8 seconds left. Face off to the left of Broussard. 19 seconds left in the penalty. And buzzer goes, and that concludes the second period. Good period for the Warriors, not so much for the Rockets. So Rockets look to finish them off here in the third. It's going to be tough. West Kelowna's not going away. You check the out-of-town scoreboard here. Still 2-2 on the other side. Rockets definitely need the next one here. Hey, it's intermission time, so it's time for fan of the game one more time. Fan of the game, Shannon Riddell. She loves her lint rollers and the Calgary Flames. So Shannon Riddell, fan of the game. All right, players ready to go. Refs just putting their helmets on. Rockets win the draw. Fogarty looking for Sinister. Puck's deflected in. Earl goes back for it. Earl up the board. Sinister intercepts. Back to Fogarty. Fogarty down low. Sinister behind the net. Has a look. Penalties now over to Lalonde. Lalonde wires a shot. Hits a skate. Merrick skates it up. Merrick cuts to the middle. Poked away by McCoggan. Puck to the corner. Cormier. Quackenbush throws the puck up the board. Sinister's there, chips it by. But Lalonde's getting a tripping penalty here, so Rockets back to the penalty kill. Fogues audio penalty kill. So if you got an event coming up, you need to ban sound equipment, staging, lighting. Talk to Dan Fogarty, Fogues Audio. Puck back to the line. Monroe, shot blocked by Nugent. Nugent gets it, fires it down the ice. Puck picked up there by Demand. Demand. Puck deflects down low. Monroe. Gets it over to Demand. Demand. Demand still has it. Puck knocked off his stick. Nugent battling Flynn. Flynn down low to Dowie. Down to Flynn. Knocked off his stick by Nugent. Nugent flicks to clear. Goes right to Demand, he fires a shot, and McCoggan gloves it and covers up. So 18:31 to go. Shots are 36-18 for Kelowna. 1:12 left in the penalty. Flynn has it, goes back to Merrick. Merrick stops, down to Flynn. Flynn down to Sayers. Sayers back to Merrick. Merrick fires a shot wide of the net. Dowie down low to Flynn. Flynn back to Earl. Earl to Flynn. Flynn, shot blocked. Dowie. And puck is cleared by Konings down the ice. Earl picks it up, goes behind his net. Earl fans on the clearing attempt. Nugent to Hoodless. Hoodless puts it on net. Pushed aside by Broussard. Merrick picks it up. Merrick, full head of steam, he's going. Coverly falls, Merrick goes wide. Fogarty forces him wide. Merrick still has it. Merrick takes a shot, deflects to the corner. Puck down low, Cormier. Penalty's now over. Cormier dumped by Fogarty. Hoodless just gets it and he fires it down the ice. Rockets needed to change anyways, so that is icing. So face-off will be back in the Rocket zone to the left of McCoggan. Scott on the draw. Hendry behind the net, shoots it around. Terrian to Scott. Scott bank pass. Gets deflected back in, so Carberly looks to clear. He does. Puck comes out. We got a foot race here. Mooring couldn't beat Demand. Puck is cleared all the way down the ice. And that's icing as Carberly goes back for it. Carberly blows a tire at the end of the play there. Good show of sportsmanship by Bentham there, picking up Carberly's stick and giving it to him. So 16:37 to go. 4-2 Rockets. Face off to the right of Broussard. Mooring back to Konings, just missed him. So no icing. Rockets look to regroup in their own zone. Cormier pressuring. Cormier pressures Konings. Picked up by Williams. Williams has it knocked off his stick by Terrian. Williams has it again. Looking for Scott. Scott rims it around, looking for Mooring. Goes right back to Monroe at the line. Monroe dances around Mooring. Fans on the shot. Konings looks to make a pass, but intercepted. Puck goes deep in the corner, Williams. Williams looks out front. Blocked. Bentham takes a steam shot, goes wide. Smith bumps her player in the corner. Cormier throws it around. Mooring lifted up, or took a look too early as he's riding the hit from Monroe. Monroe throws across ice. Terrian fans in the clearing attempt. Smith looking for Mooring. Mooring just scoops it in. Rockets needed a change, which is good. Earl up the boards. Right to Fogarty. Fogarty gets it, dumps it down. Quackenbush to Hang. Hang chips it by Fogarty. She goes in. Fogarty gets it. Fogarty. Behind the net, Fogarty dances around three players. Gets it over to Meekins. McAllister. Puck goes deep. Merrick has it. Far side. Over to Quackenbush. Quackenbush loses the puck. Douglas chips it out. Right on net, so no icing. Picked up there by Pap. Pap goes far side. Rockets for changing. That's going to be icing. And it is. So face-off will be all the way back into the West Kelowna zone. 14:35 to go. But our town scoreboard says it's 2-2 in Kamloops Salmon Arm. Rockets win the draw. Riddell. Down to Day. Day. Turns it over. Dowie steals. Dowie. Dowie walks in, takes a shot, scores! 4-3 now. You can feel the momentum shift. So it's a 4-3 game now. Rockets still have the lead. But West Kelowna feels it. You can see that they got that extra step, they believe. Rockets are playing survivor right now. They've got to actually take it to them. Get the puck deep, forecheck hard. Riddell chips it out. Simister in a race. Simister battles Pap. Bumps him, puck goes to the corner. Sayers tries to clear. Riddell throws it towards the net, goes behind the net. Simister has it. Simister, button hooks in the corner. Simister has it, goes back to Konings. Konings takes a shot. Save, rebound. And Broussard covers up. 13:34 to go. I'll let Bo know, Kim, to not move it so quickly. The viewers would like you to slow down on your camera movements. To the line, kept in. Earl. Now Nugent gets it to Fogarty. Fogarty regroups. Fogarty. And there's a penalty for hooking. So Rockets back to BC Sportswear power play. With 13:09 to go, it's definitely a must-score power play here. You want to take the momentum away from this West Kelowna team. Now is the time to do it. So if you need some corporate wear, teamwear, hats, hoodies, toques, stickers too, Kyle Douglas, BC Sportswear. Mooring, McAllister, Douglas. Back to the line. Lalonde. Switches with Fogarty. Lalonde. Takes the shot towards the net. Puck's intercepted and dumped down. So McCoggan plays it. Goes right to Lalonde. Lalonde. To Fogarty. Fogarty. Looking for Douglas, just missed him. McAllister chases. McAllister gets there, looks out front. Rockets for changing the D. Pendre skates it up. Pendre walks in. Pendre takes a shot, screen shot. Puck sitting there out front. And puck is cleared down by the Warriors player. 12:19 to go in the period, 1:08 left in the penalty. Mooring to Pendre. Pendre gets it to Mooring. Mooring to Riddell. Riddell leaves it for Mooring. And offside at the line. So 55 seconds left in the Rockets power play here. A one-goal game. 3-2 Salmon Arm on the other side now. Riddell back to Pendre. Pendray has it knocked off his stick there by Quackenbush. Pendray over to Coverly. Coverly to Pendray. Pendray. To Simister. Simister going slow, but has it now. Simister makes a move, looking for Riddell. Now to Pendray. To Riddell, to Pendray. Pendray. To Coverly. Coverly takes a shot. Rebound. Gobbled up by Broussard. So 14 seconds left in the penalty. 11:23 in the period. Riddell to Lalonde. Lalonde to Fogarty. Fogarty takes a shot on net, saved by Broussard. Simister knocks it behind the net. Earl's there. Deflects to Hang, and down the ice it goes. Penalty is now over. So Rockets have the puck. Lalonde looking for Simister. Simister, bad deflection on the stretch. Simister to Day. Day, he's hooked up to Simister. Shoots. Rebound in the feet of Simister. Back to Lalonde. Lalonde takes a shot. Deflected. Earl tries to clear it, kept in by Lalonde. He fires another shot, and Broussard wisely hangs on to that with 10:31 to go here in the third. Scott wins the draw, back to Smith. Smith down low. Terrian strips. Puck comes free. Scott throws it towards the net, picked up by Merrick. Merrick off the glass, or over the glass, now to play, so face off back in the Warriors zone. 10:16 to play. (4-2) now, Salmon Arm on the other side. Salmon Arm appears to be pulling away. Smith can't get it in deep. Smith over to Konings. Konings to Scott. Pap has it. Merrick turns it over. Mooring shoots. Rebound. No rebound was available for the Rockets. Well, it was there, but the Rockets couldn't grab it. Konings off the boards. Right to Mooring. Mooring to Terrian. Terrian back to Mooring to Scott. Scores! Owen Scott, top corner. 5-3 Rockets. 9:44 to go. Just what the Rockets needed right there. That's a momentum killer for the Warriors. Broussard looks defeated. He's kept them in it all game, but the game is not over. Still 9:44 to go. I sent Dan back up to his perch, and since then, the Warriors have gotten 0 goals and the Rockets have gotten 1. So maybe that was the bad luck. Not superstitious or anything, but McAllister chips it in. Meekins bumps Earl. Puck thrown out front. Konings takes a shot wide of the net. Meekins has it down low, loses it. Monroe. Earl has it. Earl now. Looks to Cormier. Cormier, he fires it down the ice. It's going to be icing. So just like that, with 9:12 to go, it's face-off back in the Warriors zone. Puck to the corner, picked up by Monroe. Hughes pushes him under the boards, but Williams skates onto it. Coverly just missed it. Hoodless is in a battle. Coverly chips it down. Hoodless Puck squirts out to Pendre. Pendre skates it up. Pendre feeling it, takes a shot, saved by Brassard. Shots 45-19 Kelowna. Day wins the draw. Goes back to Pendre. Pendre dumps it down low. Simister skates onto it. Throws it out front. Goes back to Coverly at the point. Coverly shoots. And gobbled up by the gut to Brassard. We'll have a face-off in the Warrior zone to the left of Brassard. Rockets win the draw. Coverly leaves it for Riddell. Riddell puts it low. Day. Now Pap to the line. Coverly gets it deep. Quackenbush. Pendre keeps it in. Puck goes deep. Quackenbush picks it up again. Riddell battles him. Pap has it in, goes in deep. Pap turns it over. Day just shoots it just wide. Fogarty keeps it in. Puck cleared out. Merrick clears it. Simister goes back for it. Simister can't handle it cleanly, but does get it out of danger. Pap has to regroup in his own zone. Pap up the boards to Dowie. Dowie pokes it in. Fogarty goes after him. Puck's in the corner. Dowie behind the net. Squirts out. Simister in his feet. And bouncing puck goes right back to McCoggan. He covers up. So 7:27 to go here in the third. 5-3 Rockets. And live from next door, it's 4-2 Salmon Arm. Back to the corner. Dowie in the corner. Battling Smith. Scott to Terrian. Terrian can't clear it. Puck's in front of us. Flynn. Konings intercepts, chips it out. And Sayers goes back for it. Sayers. Kept in by Smith. Smith dumps it deep. Konings. Dumps it in. Scott gives chase. Scott down low. Looks out front, but picked off. McAllister's there. Scott backhands it deep into the zone. Rockets change up. Earl goes back for Warriors. He shoots it around. Looking for Monroe. Monroe. Douglas battles. Now Monroe has it. Monroe regroups. Goes up the boards, right through to Demand. Angled out by Meekins. Puck shipped back into the Warrior zone. 6 minutes to go. Bentham leaves it for Pap, but intercepted by Douglas. McAllister goes back for it. McAllister behind the net. Throws it out front. Shot by Meekins. Hit a leg. Puck is cleared to the line. Coverly goes back for it. 5:44 to go. Coverly over to Pendre. Pendre looking for McAllister. Meekins gets it, dumps it in. Rockets change. Demand picks it up. Up to Merrick. Merrick gets to center, fires it in. McCoggan plays it. Leaves it right for Lalonde. Lalonde slows it down. Skates it up the middle, goes over to Fogarty. Fogarty Up to Hoodless. Hoodless drives the net. Couldn't get in there. Takes a hit by two Warriors. Puck comes out front. Terrian just dumps it in deep. Pap goes back for it. Pressured by Hoodless. Hoodless hits him. Nugent. Now Hoodless dumps it deep. Broussard plays it. Terrian's there. Terrian takes the hit. Still has the puck. Terrian behind the net. Back to the line. Fogarty. Over to Konings. Konings to Dave. Dave. Spinorama shot. Goes to the corner. Simister. Back to Fogarty. Fogarty takes a shot and gloved by Broussard. So 4:27 to go here. 5-3 Rockets. Rockets looking to close it out here. Looking for a berth in the championship game. Still 4-2 on the other side for Salmon Arm. Konings takes a shot. It's blocked. Smith puts it deep. Puck down low. Williams. Looks like Day's gonna get a penalty here. Williams skates it up. Touched by Konings. And that'll be a penalty. We're going to a Fogs Audio penalty kill now. You got an event coming up. You need some sound equipment, staging, lighting, or a band. Talk to Ann Fogarty, Fogs Audio. I believe if you need an MC, Kim and her bells are available. So face off to the left of McCoggan. Kept in. Monroe to Flynn. Flynn still has it. Flynn to the line. Monroe down to Flynn. Flynn. Puck's down low. Williams. Puck goes low. Down to Flynn. Flynn over to Bentham. Bentham. Still has it. Bentham. Now goes back down low to Flynn. Flynn in the corner. Flynn. Back to the line. Monroe takes a shot. Saved by McCoggan, and he gloves it. So 1:13 to go in the penalty. 3:25 in the third. Not sure if the audio is working or not. On my end, it looks like it's going. Puck to the line. Merrick puts it down low. Dowie. Dowie throws across ice. Puck goes out. Quackenbush throws it into his own net. Oh, just wide, so close. Pap skates it up. Pap just carries it in. Pap goes wide. Pap throws it out front, misses everybody. Back to the line, Merrick. Skates down low, Merrick behind the net, still has the possession. Merrick wires a shot, pad save, another save by McCoggan. Game saver so far on Sayers. Quackenbush. Quackenbush again. Sayers. Puck goes in with 6 players on the ice. So 5-4 with 2:18 to go. So Rockets getting a penalty. So it's 2:18 to go. 5-4 power play for the Warriors. That means we're still on a Fogs Audio penalty kill. So Rockets got to kill this one. What's that? But we had a delayed penalty, so because we still had the penalty, we had another one. So 2:18 to go. It's a nail biter. Warriors have the puck. Bentham gets the puck to Flynn. Shot kicked away by McCoggan. Puck down low. Williams leaves it for Merrick. Merrick to the middle, takes a shot, deflects to the corner. Fogarty couldn't handle it. Flynn gets it. And puck pinned on the boards. The net is empty, so the Rockets going with, or the Warriors going with 6. So 1:52 to go. So timeout by the Warriors. Trying to draw something up here. So the Ottertown scoreboard on the other side, it's 5-2 Salmon Arm with 8:30 to go. So I think it's safe to say Salmon Arm's got that one. So face off back in the Rocket zone. Back to the line, Merrick takes a shot, saved by McCoggan, rebounds out front. Rockets have it. Hoodless tries to clear, kept in by Bentham. Sayers. Now down low to Williams. Williams. Down low to Bentham. Bentham walks out, takes a shot, deflects over to Sayers. Another deflection. 1:20 to go. Bentham walks out over to Merrick. Merrick fans in the shot. Fogarty rims it around. Pap tries to keep it in, does. Lalonde pins it on the boards. Hoodless pokes it to the line. Merrick keeps it in. Merrick has it still. Puck's out front. Merrick drives. Puck sitting there. Saved by McCoggan. Another shot. Saved by McCoggan. Rebound. Scores. Joey on the rebound. 5-5 with 46 seconds left. So we're in a tie game. We should have killed them earlier and we didn't. So we will see what happens here. Day, Simister, Riddell, Smith, and Konings. Penalties have killed the Rockets all year. And it's affected them in this game. But let's see if they can regroup here. Puck is dumped down. Konings goes for it. Gets it up to Smith. Smith to Riddell. Riddell looking for Day. Day turns it over. Merrick carries it in. Gets knocked away by Smith. Puck to the line, saved by McCoggan. Smith tries to clear, she can't. Riddell has to step down. Puck's down low, Day picks it up, shoots it around. Simister chips out to Riddell. Riddell with a breakaway here. Nash Riddell, 9 seconds. Shoot, save, rebound out front. Konings couldn't get there. Sayers clears it, Simister at the line, puts it to the corner. 1 second left, and buzzer goes, which means we're going to overtime. So overtime rules are it's 3-on-3 for 5 minutes, and then after that it goes to a shootout.
We'll see how that stacks up against our power play. Come on, Rockets.
Let's go, Rockets!
So 3-on-3 is a possession game here.
Stand up for this one. No doubt. Square peg, round hole.
So Rockets had a 4-0 lead, they blew it. They had the opportunity to kill him, but they didn't. And this is the rut we're in. But the good news is there's still 5 minutes of overtime left. It's 5-2 still on the other side, so Salmon Arm appears to be in control and heading to the gold medal, the championship game. Rockets control their own destiny now. It's a 1-goal game. Next goal wins. Sudden death overtime. Are we doing a pick the winner, overtime winner promotion for the toque? Okay, if you can pick the overtime winner in the chat and that player gets it, you can win the toque. Comes with the BC Sportswear. Get your picks in now. Mooring, Day, and Fogarty to start. Once again, overtime is a possession game.
Taking Lucas Terrian.
You got to put it in the chat, but Ty Konings is taking Lucas Terrian. Rockets in possession. Sayers just dumps it in. McCoggan looks to leave it for Mooring. He does. Mooring skates onto it. Reverses it back to Fogarty. Fogarty settles down. Fogarty looks for Mooring. Mooring can't handle it cleanly. It goes to Dowie. Dowie turns it over to Day. Day pressured by Sayers. Day. Puck's rimmed around. Fogarty throws it deep. Puck is iced down. So face-off's going to go back into the Warriors zone. Face-off to the right of Broussard. Douglas and Meekins out there. Scramble draw, picked up by, I believe it's Williams. Williams to Merrick.
Get to it.
Merrick leaves it for Williams. Williams walks in. Williams cuts to the middle. Williams has it. Back to the line. Flip. Back to Williams. Williams cuts in. Williams takes shot blocker away by McCoggan. Williams again, or Flynn again. To Merrick. Meekins steals. Meekins gets hooked and dumped. Vaughn gets the puck. Vaughn to Meekins. Meekins skates in. Meekins shot, rebound to the front. Meekins goes back for it. Meekins to Douglas. Douglas chips it in. He needed to change. He needed to keep possession. Puck to Bentham. Bentham cuts in. Puck goes to the corner. Quackenbush turns it over. Riddell. Riddell gets hooked up. Penalty coming up in overtime. Hendry takes it in deep. Touched by Dowie. And we're going to some 4-on-3 overtime. Timeout, Kelowna. All right, power play to start in overtime. We got Day, Fogarty, Lalonde, and Riddell. Rockets playing it safe. Rockets win the draw. Lalonde switches with Fogarty. Over to Riddell. Riddell to Lalonde. Back to Riddell. Riddell over to Fogarty. Over to Riddell. Fogarty back to Lalonde. Lalonde takes a shot. Oh, high over the net. That was close. Riddell leaves it for Lalonde. Fogarty back to Lalonde. Lalonde shoots. Rebound comes back to Fogarty. Fogarty takes a shot. Broussard with the save. 1:20 left in the power play, or in the penalty. 2:09 left in overtime. So face off to the right, or left of Broussard. Dowie gets the puck and clears it down the ice. So McCoggan plays it to Fogarty. Fogarty skates it up. Fogarty brings it in. Fogarty tries to poke it around. Dowie goes right to Monroe. Monroe clears it down the ice. Hendry to Day. Day skates it in. Day to Riddell. Riddell shoots. Oh, save by Broussard. And puck's fired down the ice there. 34 seconds left in the penalty. Hendry up to Mooring. To Cubberly. Cubberly to Mooring. Mooring carries it in. Wires a shot. Rebound sitting there. Sinister couldn't get to it. Puck cleared the line. Pendray. Down low. Pendray to Mooring. Back to Pendray. Pendray shot. Deflected. Hits a body. Merrick skates it out. Merrick tries to get around Cubberly. He does. Puck goes deep. Pendray goes back for it. Penalty's over. Mooring around. Mooring skates it up. 30 seconds left. Mooring to the corner, throws it out front. Deflected. Puck in the corner, Sinister in a battle with Dowie. Puck cleared to the far side to Pap. Pap skates it up, knocked off his stick. Day looks to intercept. Dowie's battling him. Puck's on the boards. Day to McAllister. Puck poked back. Fogarty. And that'll do it. So that means we're going to a shootout. All right, there's 3 rounds. Oh, sorry, here we go. Gotta get this set up here. 3 rounds.
Got salmon arm over here watching.
So this is round 1 of the shootout. Three. All right, you're doing it. So first shooter was West Kelowna, number 16, Merrick. And he scores. Eakins walks in, scores! It's a goal. So next up is Cohen Bentham for the Warriors. Bentham walks in and scores. Next up for the Rockets, number 14, Ash Riddell. Scores! Ash Riddell scores. So it's 2-2. We're all tied up again. Next up is Jackson Flynn for the Warriors. And a save, McCoggin. So McAllister has the game on his stick here. McAllister has the puck, he skates in. And saved by Broussard. All right, sudden death shootout now. Luke Williams up for the Warriors. And he misses.
What's this move, Doug? What's he doing?
I don't know.
Back in?
We'll see. And Simister falls. That's embarrassing. So Dowie comes in for the Warriors. Shot saved by McCoggan. So Mooring, his chance to end the game for the Rockets. Mooring, he comes in. Scores! Rockets win! Rockets win! Charlie Mooring with the goal. 6-5 Rockets in a shootout. They're going to the ship. They're going to the ship. They're going to the ship. Like my man Ric Flair says, to be the best, you got to beat the best. Woo! We will see you all at 4:15 in Sicamous for the championship final. Once again, we will show Susan Bishop cheering. See all the comments. That's the end of the season for the Warriors. They had a great season.
Two-time semi-final winner. Jesus Christ. Oh, I mean, silly me.
So the players shake hands.